we are with Chronicles of Darkness, Creepy Rashomon Marine Buffet, Werewolf the Forsaken, 2nd edition, the Idigam Chronicles, Episode 3. My name is Devin, we're in November 2017, and to my right, playing X and Y is whatever.
Peter as Fiona Patrov.
Kevin playing Kaiser Vargas.
Nicole playing Leo Kelly.
Alright, gang, what happened last session?
We killed the spider monster. Well, Caesar killed the spider monster. Me and Frieder kind of sat there.
Spiders George!
That's all that happened. That's
We
That's
terrorized the town.
we went to a funeral and got
No,
drunk.
That was episode 1.
I confronted biker zombies.
Yeah.
And you also ignored letter jacket zombies.
Letter jacket zombies? What?
They were zombies of a different genre.
There's other zombies in this fucking town?
Listen, there's going to be a lot of zombies in a lot of places. Worn out faces, worn out places.
God damn.
Oh, zombies.
Okay, and at the end of the episode, you learned that we had run out of steam and it was time to drop the cop plot, and here we are in episode 3. So, cops know that you're drug dealers, but not that you're werewolves. But you're also drug dealers. Just, they don't know you're werewolves.
Yes.
So, after the guy with the bad Glasgow accent told you about the things, it is, I don't know, like a day after that or something. Probably November 1st, 1980X.
We should get willpower back.
Yeah, you guys get willpower back. Hey, Kevin, you get all of your willpower back.
Oh, good.
All of it.
I mean,
100%. Not you two, though. Kevin's special.
I already, had it all back from carrying my weight in that spider fight. So.
All of it. For listeners who may not be cogent of what is going on, Kevin's character has, I believe, 2 willpower.
yeah.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I thought you start off with like 5.
No?
Resolve and composure. 1 and 1.
I'm just not used to the coughed system.
Both your resolve and composure are 1?
Yes.
Yes,
It's a good thing you have such low things, because that means doesn't that mean you're always going to be going into like fucking blood rage and shit?
Yeah.
It's a good thing it only lasts 2 turns for you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, no. And we lost 3 turns for him.
He will just constantly be
Stamina
snapping
3.
and killing you guys, and he's aware of that. That's probably what led to that one guy being murdered that one time.
That guy tripped.
And as we learned last episode, only some of you are combat characters.
As a none.
1 is enough.
8 is enough. Could you imagine if we had like 8 players all playing werewolves? That would be great. Everyone made 2 or 3 NPCs. Think of the pack.
We had like 30 people.
There would be like 30 people. It'd be great.
That'd
You get
be
to name,
awful.
I'd roleplay them.
I wouldn't want to play any tabletop game with 8 people. Jesus Christ.
I used to run this game that had 15. It was good times.
Why?
Because it was good times. It was also fairly atrocious. A lot of them were really shitty people as human beings, but it was okay. It was okay times. It was times. It was times.
What system was that?
It's not important. We can talk about it later. But yeah, so, wait, am I recording? Yeah, we're good. So, yeah, it is a brand new day. Boy, the sun is high. Where do you guys wake up? Where do you guys live? What's up? Let's individually talk about your lives now that we're past the first 2 episodes. Leo Kelly, which is probably Nicole's character. You wake up. Where do you wake up, and how do you wake up?
I assume in my apartment.
The same apartment from the last 2 games?
Yes.
Nothing changed? You didn't change your lifestyle choices?
I don't have
Lifestyle.
She's a lesbian now.
She voted Reagan this time. Poster of him above your headboard. It's like ginger snaps, but instead of them being obsessed with gothy stuff and death, it's the Republican Party at the time.
What the fuck? Like dressing up as them, I guess, and taking pictures?
No, like your clothes, instead of being like gothy and dark and bloody, it's your clothes, but like pictures of Ronald Reagan's face are the pattern.
What is wrong with your brain? Jesus Lord.
Like your earrings have like the Republican slogan on it. Like it's like a 36-word slogan on each ear, like split between the 2 earrings.
limited edition Reaganomics multiple iron with his face on it.
Like books and books on all of Ronald Reagan's favorite books that got him into office. But like with like hearts over every one of the eyes and all the legalese.
Jesus Lord.
Is this Canadian though?
No.
Me? No, I'm American.
American.
Russian, Canadian.
Ah.
We're 2 people away from a Captain Planet team.
Go team.
That's right. You just need Hogley, Screedly, and that one devil woman.
Dr. Blight.
Dr. Blight!
80s stuff. Early 90s.
Whoopi Goldberg. And LeVar Burton.
As Mother Earth.
LeVar Burton was in Captain Planet at one point. Everyone was.
Yeah.
Whoopi was center square, so fucking people were everywhere in the 80s. Moving on, you wake up in your normal, not written by a schizophrenic person apartment. With your normal things.
Yes. Yes. I wake up.
What's your morning routine? How are you different now that you're an unstoppable rage monster with the heart of father or whatever under you? I'm not sure how it's that different from being a vampire, to be honest.
I don't really know what would change.
You eat more meat or something?
Do you eat more meat? That seems stereotypical.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably also like fucking more meditating and spiritual.
That is another part of it.
Yeah.
Do you sleep in human form or wolf form?
Can I just sleep in as a wolf?
I guess.
Yeah, you can just
That'd be so comfy.
I think you can just hold those forms. It's not like a tension thing.
As long as it's not Garu, it's fine, I think.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna fucking be a wolf and I'll curl up with my cats, I guess, that I didn't eat this time. I did not eat my cats this time. Cats don't automatically hate wolves.
I called you Menchie. You're my backup food.
Oh my god, that reference, Peter. You're so old.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Yeah, I'm sure you could fucking housebreak your cats to not be pissed off at the wolf monster that shows up every once in a while.
They're just crawling on the ceilings like, oh no, the alpha predator is
So that's fine. That's totally fine. It's not even a problem for you.
Good.
Unless they wrote something about animals fleeing your presence or cats getting super pissed off that you're around. I didn't read that.
You're not a
No,
vampire.
pretty sure maybe
There probably was a
they
word
might
for
be
it.
like
Submissive.
there.
Cat missive.
Yeah.
Dismissive then.
Good old Peter. Alright, you wake up, you're a wolf, and it's the morning. Now I just imagine you set a bowl out for yourself the night before, full of like cheeseburgers.
Supposed to be all warm.
Like there'll be a thing over it.
Maybe you just have, one of those ropes around your whatever. I don't know.
One of
ovens
those
and you just
dog
pull it out.
dispensers where you put your bonnet to dispense the food.
It's just dispensing like fucking beef jerky, like in packaging. And you're like, this was a lot of effort for a bunch of bullshit. This is stupid.
I'm the butler.
So like, I like running.
Do you want to run as a wolf?
Sure.
You go for a run. Do you have a collar on so people don't try to, I don't know, shoot you?
No.
Call me.
That's fair.
Sighting of rabid werewolves.
Rabid werewolves. Presumably you registered that that someone in your gang must have registered that you guys own really large dogs.
Yeah.
And that they go running in the dog park.
They're well trained.
Or you just run in the forest and free people out and they can go fuck themselves. Whatever you prefer.
There's already a fucking monster dog in the park.
Oh my god, right?
You don't want to run into that. Jesus Christ.
Feed me. Whatever, you go running, you spook some people, it's fine. You're a giant wolf.
I'm gonna eat some owls.
There's an owl tree.
What?
I know, just imagine like an owl, like in the little owl hole, all sleeping, all calm, and you just come up to the bottom of the screen slowly, and you're just like, ow, and just grab it, and the other owls like kind of wake up and like, whoop, whoop. Like when they're not looking, it's just.
I'm just picturing Mage Leo being there, like trying to figure out the mystery of why there's owls in this tree for Halloween. And so a wolf runs along and just eats them.
Roar! I mean, it's not like animals go extinct, so it's fine.
You can import more.
I mean, I would have preferred a different animal, but owls are the only ones that canonically I know are a lot of. I don't want to eat like rats or whatever.
Ugh. Alright, you de-owl the forest.
I don't de-owl it. I need more owls for later because I need to use them for my fucking
You keep nature in
messengers.
balance.
Yeah, I'm a balancing force, Devin. These owls are overpopulated.
It's hurting them. Some fucking Harry Potter kid in the 80s is like seeing an owl. It's like, we're gonna go to Hogwarts. Fucking letter from Dumbledore falls into the river into a sewage drain.
Oh.
Dumbledore's like, we're not getting kids from there, McGonagall. And it's a goddamn nightmare.
The mages there are crazy.
The mages there, not wizards, the mages with a capital M. They have dots and gnosis. Let's not fuck with them.
We have one magical one between all of us, and they've got, lots of stuff.
We have time turners, some of them just do that. And they just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Alright, you hunt and kill nature, the thing nothing in nature loves, owls. Enemy to mankind, enemy to the galaxy.
Although, I mean, they eat rats, and rats are bad, so...
They eat rats, but they don't eat rats.
Fair.
Would you like to play with a rat spirit?
No.
Anyway, perfect. That was an excellent, totally sane intro to Leo Kelly's day-to-day. Whatever. Kaiser Vargas, where do you live?
Well, this particular night...
Oh, you're a hobo, right.
Right. Kaiser took Chad home because he was still choked out from the party. And then slept on his couch.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
And then left after leaving like a fistful of money on the table. So he doesn't come off as a total, like, I slept in your house and ate your food.
You don't want to come off as a total Chad?
That's a total Chad. So yeah, after that, Kaiser turns into his, like, minor wolf form. Which is kind of like a straggly, it almost looks more like a coyote than a wolf. And just stalks through the back alleys, eating rats. Scaring people occasionally by lunging out and then retreating into the shadows.
Alright. Anything else? Anything ritualistic you go through?
He leaves marks in the alleys, symbols and the like. Totems from the bone rats, or the bones of the rats as well.
Gotcha.
In various areas. Kind of like, you can just find them around. Sometimes he'll leave a little treasure. Things he finds.
Yeah, there's weird things all over town, little symbols and markings from the live ecology in Atlantis one of weird things that you've come to kind of appreciate but not really poke at.
Yeah. He kind of encourages, what is it called when you go searching for like treasure boxes in the woods that people leave?
Geomapping.
He kind of does a early version of that where he just leaves totems
Geocaching.
and
Yeah, I was
markings.
gonna say, that's not what it's called.
Yeah, geocaching. So he just leaves stuff like that around, and if people follow them, occasionally they'll find gifts or, little totems they can take.
That's really neat and super creepy.
Yeah.
Or dead animals.
They're usually made from rat bones, cat bones.
Okay, that's even... Holy shit! You're
That's
gonna
even
get
creepy.
reported to the police.
He always does it, like, out of view, in wolf form.
There's an alcove in one of the little overpass tunnels that looks like it was just, the alcove was like an old service duct that they kind of just closed off and reshaped.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those place your order fax machine robots from the Atlan Burger is in there.
Seems like something kids would have done, like steal it.
It's on. It's a little robot eyes on. It's making fax machine noises like quietly, and it's just in the alcove sitting. There's a little tray in front of it. It's been spray painted in color to look like R2-D2.
That's really cool, actually. Anything on it at all, or like?
Yeah, just a tray in front of it. People have left like change and stuff for it.
Cool. I'll drop some change of my own in there. Just.
It makes a printing whirring sound and it prints out a receipt for you.
What the fuck?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What a neat little prank.
What the fuck?
The receipt's your fortune.
What?
The receipt's a fortune.
Oh, what does it say?
If you never open up to people around you, you'll never find the treasures inside.
Into the garbage.
And then there's some numbers on the back that are like a bunch of your old PIN codes.
Wait, what? Like, actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wonder if I can take other people's money, put it on there, and find all their PIN codes.
It's a mystery.
I can rob everyone.
Stealing.
It's a mystery.
Well, I'm certainly not going to take this because...
A, it weighs like 250 pounds, and B, it's in there. Like, you could rip it out, make a big scene, and bring it back home, but this is where it lives.
Also, people should be rewarded for exploring, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there, make a note of where it is. Another mystery alongside the, dead people I knew walking around.
Remember the dead people? Alright. Fyodor Petrov. Where do you wake up? In your palatial iron fortress castle?
Yeah, it's a good place to be. Plus, it's one of my touchstones, so, need to keep it safe.
Yeah, the fires are roaring, the chandeliers cast, shadows everywhere, all architecture style. The stained glass bathroom door, lights up the place when you go in for your, hot tub, I assume, because you have a giant whirlpool hot tub in there.
Yeah.
Things that an architect would have.
Yeah. Yeah. I relax in the morning, and then,
You have a manservant?
No, not really.
Okay.
And I think I'll start my morning by just meditating in the locus, tending to the garden and so on, getting in touch with my touchstone to get some willpower back.
Yeah, some of the gang is here cleaning up. They have little sticks and trash bags, and they're just cleaning the place up after the party. They have a little cooler with a garbage bag in it where they're throwing all the bits and, animal parts in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess first I spend some time cleaning. Then once
they're like, no, don't worry, we got this. We'll do this.
Okay.
You just do your thing. They're on cleanup duty.
Well, I guess I go and rake some rock garden and stuff. Yeah, relax.
Alright, if you're relaxing in there, yeah, there's people around if you want to chat with them. Any of the mortals, like the human people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I ask around how are they, what's going on with their lives.
They're doing alright. If you had anything specific, this would be a thing, but if you don't, that's fine.
Well, I guess we could ask the therapist, how's the attendance? How are the people doing there? Anything weird?
Well, few patients coming in feeling tired.
Oh,
Very,
Nicole pointing.
tired, lax. I've been subscribing them various things to even out their mood uppers.
Prescribing.
Well, what did I say?
Subscribing.
Not even a real license.
Right?
She got hers from Russia.
Okay, well, tiredness, I guess, is expected when you have, this artificial lighting and so on. That's
Vitamin C supplements, that sort of thing. It's a bit of a trend, a bit popular. Mostly younger people.
Well, that's what you can expect. Oh, if she doesn't have anything weird going on, that's fine. I guess.
No, that's about it.
Yeah.
She saw a dude get his hand ripped off a couple nights back.
Jeez. Where did that happen?
Oh, subways.
Oh.
He was stumbling around and put his hand in the door, and it just went without him.
Oh, that's awful.
He walked it off.
Oh? Was there much blood there?
Not really.
Oh. That's really odd.
Figure he was a nom vet.
Another one?
Well, there isn't just two, sir. There isn't just two. Oh my god. That was great. Another one? Like Bernard is out of place in the 1980s being from Vietnam.
Another Vietnam veteran that can just walk off losing an arm. Yeah, I'd say that's something.
It's probably a wooden one.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Good one. That's good. That's perfect.
And it's a wrap.
That's a wrap. We're done. Take him out back. Kill him. Alright. Alright, so after that, I guess you guys will eventually meet together in wherever it is you people meet together. Your arcade.
Yeah.
Altered Beast. Alright, so you guys are there, the three of you. Who else do you want to be here?
Werewolf and Wolf-Blooded, probably.
Werewolf and Wolf-Blooded are here for the most part.
The most part.
Yeah, like probably, I don't know, M, the gang leader, he might be busy with gang stuff.
Well, is Chad missing his blankie?
Chad has, Chad shows up a bit late. He had Freemason stuff.
Ah.
We were anointing new construction and praising sacrificed Father Wolf so that more of us could see the light of the wolf blood and cross over from the his ill.
See, it's annoying because that's real werewolf shit, but when he says it, it makes me want to punch everything.
I mean...
He makes it sound so fucking dumb.
I mean, you have the option.
Just jump on him crying and screaming, punching.
Not even turning the car, just yelling at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad says if I work hard enough, they could all probably pick up wolf blood.
That's how it works.
Isn't
Hard
it?
work.
Yeah, they took a lot of my blood. I had 8 oranges.
As Devin holds up 7 fingers.
We should probably do something about that. That actually sounds... Why the fuck are we letting them do that?
Oh, because my dad's friend, and he points at Fyodor. My dad's friend is like their grand wizard, Freemason, sorcerer king.
Can't call him Grand Wizard, Devin.
Shh, that's what Chad says.
I'm looking this less and less. I mean, I'm not surprised he serves a Grand Wizard. Look at him, but...
I don't even know what's happening. Who took your blood?
My dad? And his friends.
Why did we do that?
We don't do that.
I mean...
I missed this entire part about blood. All I heard is you ate 7 oranges because you had a bunch of blood taken
8.
away. Chad, what grade did you graduate?
I was in advanced learners.
So they're taking...
So advanced I was learned from school.
So they're taking
Then I
advantage of...
Then I became a surf instructor. I'm going to be prime minister one day.
We're done here. Chad.
So we should probably deal with the cabal of wizards stealing blood from a disabled person.
Why? No. But why did they?
No. We need
Why did they want his blood to anoint the shit? Is that
no,
why?
so they can try to infect themselves and become wolf-blooded.
Oh, that's not how that works.
Chad wears a Freemason ring the same that Fyodor does.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at this point we're all aware that he's a Freemason.
Okay, he blabs about it an awful lot.
Yeah.
How they control the government and the banks and like all the land owning.
I'm like 1000% sure that's not how that works.
That is not how that works.
I mean, if he wants to give them his blood, it doesn't.
He's like
really
lying
hurt
down on a
anything.
chair taking a brief nap.
Like it doesn't.
I
Wait,
mean,
no. Like,
Gloria was bitten. At the
don't
time.
start sharing blood everywhere between people in the 80s. What are you people doing?
In this current year,
I just now thought about the fact that's a really bad idea.
let's
What,
not
like-
share blood in this current year, 1980X.
So
Yeah.
if we want to solve this problem, we just take Chad out, and he has a lot of unprotected sex.
Like 10 sessions later, Peter, I go to Peter like, Peter, you lost your entire cult.
Oh no.
It's like, what happened? They all died. They all got sick and had to go to like a real city with real hospitals. They're gone.
But either way, we kind of need to deal with that, because that is actually a big deal.
He's in charge.
Can you tell them to cut that shit out and stop trying to inject themselves with wolf blood?
Okay, I'll investigate that.
Thank you.
Because it's also just not good for their own health.
We're injecting it.
What are they doing with it?
He like looks to you, among the hero parties you guys have, that they'd replicate.
What?
Murder, blood, sacrifice orgies.
Guess marking themselves with the blood?
Yeah, you mark it, you put it on your skin, you bathe in it, you get like a stag, a great elk that was hunted by a wolf. I wear a wolf suit and I have to hunt it down.
The fact they're doing this to one of our wolf-blooded is also exceedingly insulting.
And just...
Like, he's Chad, but he's also ours, so...
Yeah, and also, like... It's weird that there's this whole other people around.
It's this whole other world.
Like,
Oh, speaking of which, now that makes me wonder that there was a leak, so now the task force is onto us. And we've got this whole other group that has blood orgies and are super subtle about it.
that's also a thing.
So, I'm just saying, if we're looking for leaks...
I really much doubt the Freemasons will be leaking anything.
I mean, everyone in the world knows that Freemasons exist, and they're supposed to be a secret society, so...
I mean, our lodge is right there. There's a big Mason sign on top of it.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
It's it looks like it's been refurbished out of an old cathedral, which doesn't make any sense because there were no cathedrals down here that are old. They actually built their estate to be like a nice, like, steepled roofed cathedral with stained glass architecture and nice, like, designs to it.
Kaiser just kind of covers his face for a moment. He's like, we should look into the members of the task force, see if they have any relation or are a member of the stonemasons, see if there's any connection there. Even if no one's blabbed, if there's, you know, interconnectivity there.
Definitely. I can also follow... I can see through the eyes of animals,
Mm-hmm.
so I can just follow them if we want. There's no way for them to have known that it was any of us.
We should also put a tail on Hootie, the asshole who's been hovering around outside.
Yes.
Follow him, see who he reports to.
I could try controlling his recording equipment remotely.
What happened with that?
Well, I got a gift called Command Artifice, which allows me to control something or destroy it.
Yeah, but what did you do?
Command the device obey if possible. If the malfunction broken in my way, carry out the command. Can tell to sleep. Yeah, so basically, like anything I can operate, like machinery or what have you. Like, oh, we need to operate this crane to get something. Okay, operate.
It's a radio, right? What he's using?
I think it's
Yeah,
camera.
gathered.
So why don't we connect that, use your power, connect it to a radio of our own so we can constantly spying on his frequency.
Yeah, definitely do that. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I know who's connected to. I know he's connected to my dad, but the others. And a lot of ways we could do this: throw them off our trail, or deal with them, make sure they don't go after us.
Okay.
Isn't it like kind of common knowledge that there's a crack or like a cocaine business in
I mean,
Like, just
everybody
like,
does
Cocaine's
drugs.
totally outlawed in Atlanta. It's a hard category 1 drug.
Yeah, it's just common knowledge that there's a trade down here, like a big one.
Yeah, all the rich people you sell to
Snip,
talk
snip.
about it.
So-
That's also a problem, though. Cocaine is a rich person's business, whereas what we deal in isn't, so it's easier to go after.
So maybe we can throw them off our trail by putting a new one there.
So we should get more cocaine and peddle that instead.
No, opposite of what we wanted. What we want is to put them on the trail of the actual cocaine dealers, I think?
Yeah,
Is that what you're suggesting? But once again, like, that's rich people.
Yeah.
Rich people are harder to go after for police. Plus, they probably have good connections.
True.
We have good connections, but apparently not good enough.
of celebrities taking that, and tourists. So it's in and out. Okay.
So yeah, definitely try to intercept that frequency and look into stonemasons.
So you meant? I think we learned that your father's involved.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Hey.
Hmm?
I don't know if I know this in this version. That
What?
you have a cat that usually hangs out with your dad a lot.
He did have a cat.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Because if you still have the cat hanging out home with your dad, I could look through the cat's eyes. Because that's a predator.
He never brings up the fact that he horribly ate his cat the first time he turned, so...
I mean, I never bring up the fact that I killed all those people, so...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No one brings it up.
It's uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, I ate something that I've been raising for like 5 years. I really love that cat.
It was halfway dead anyway.
So, what should we do with that? I can go talk with him. I haven't talked to him in about a month.
Gotta be careful not to make it raise more suspicion, though.
Exactly. I'm not like I was a month ago. He's perceptive.
I think first order of business, you do radio, I do predator species.
Sure.
Figure out what they know. If your dad's really that perceptive, and also it'd be really suspicious if, like, suddenly when we're being investigated, his son starts hanging out with them again.
Yeah, I can try.
Should we ask Jay whether to ask about your dad, because he's also a cop? One of our packmates, Jay Weathers, skilled human dirty cop.
We have a cop on our crew?
Dirty cop?
You have a dirty cop on your crew. Is he just a human too? He's just a man, right?
Skilled human.
Yeah, he's just a man.
I thought we had an ex-cop. I didn't realize we had a current
You have
cop.
both.
Fucking go invest. You couldn't just walk into the police station and figure that shit out.
I think.
Yeah, fun story about that, boss. I'm actually a police officer in the Japanese Dome, so I don't have a lot of department overlap with, what is he, a Canadian Dome guy?
Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian Dome precincts, and I think he's part of a task force that mix and matches a lot of them. So there wouldn't be a lot of purpose in me dropping by his office when I'm not from his department, not from the Promenade department, and aren't part of the drug task force.
He also wasn't a cop before this. He was a one of those PMCs. I guess he just...
Well, cop is interchangeable with the PMC.
Down here, yeah, I guess.
And we're back. Yeah, they're still private military, but people just refer to them as the police, because why wouldn't you?
It's a familiar.
Yeah.
Also, undercover cops tend to stand out really a lot. So we can kind of cycle through the clubs around the arcade downstairs, see if anyone really stands out.
I mean,
Maybe follow them.
you have a good dose. You can probably sniff out who smells like, police
Shame.
departments.
Although,
Donuts.
yeah. If I can go nose around the police precinct, I can probably get a whiff of that. That's actually
Yeah, see
a
what
good
they
idea.
meet at. Get
I
their
think first thing though is possessing an animal to watch them.
Okay.
That's the first thing, and you making the radio talk to us.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, how are you going to track these guys? Who's your lead into them? Is it Owl Guy or Caesar's dad?
I guess we could do the owl. We can possess another owl and just follow this owl around.
He's not an actual owl, though. He's a guy in a costume.
Yeah, but
That's
still.
The whole thing was that we were going to tap his radio using your skills.
Yeah. Since we know two people for sure, the owl guy and your dad, it's Question: who do we follow to get to them meeting together?
I guess the dad if we're not going to follow the owl.
Sure.
All right, Caesar's dad. Where are you going to start with this? It's early enough in the morning. It's a day. Probably, I don't know, probably October 31st Halloween took place on a Friday.
So a Saturday.
So it's a Saturday. You know what your dad does? Nothing, because you haven't hung out with him for a month. And you didn't get a routine established when you first moved down. It's been a very shooken up couple of months for him.
And he changed his job recently?
Changed his job recently. Like 3 major life changes happened, so you don't know what his routine is.
Call your mom.
Yes.
Yes, mother.
Or I can
Beloved
just-
mother.
They live in an apartment. If I sneak in there, it's gonna be really hard to like hide behind a lamp.
I guess you could ask Leo to just sniff around the apartment, get the whiff of your dad, and follow it around. You don't want to confront him.
So, what is the plan, gang?
Fiela's going to wiretap the wiretap, and Leo's going to spy on someone so we can figure out where they're meeting at. Probably Kaiser's dad, so that's where Kaiser comes in.
And Kaiser, because he doesn't want to talk with his dad, because he's afraid of fucking up, is going to go try to talk to his other touchstone, try and get that touch to spy on him for him.
The loon?
Problem?
Yeah.
If I'm having possessed a animal, thank you, I couldn't remember the word for animal. If I'm having possessed an animal and I'm following your dad, and then you get your loon to follow your dad.
But you wouldn't see it because it would be in the spirit world.
Ah.
Okay. I'm not sure how that works, but okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't just see spirits all the time, can you? Like, unless they're actively...
I actually
in
don't know.
Uh,
There's a lot of rules.
Because otherwise we'd be seeing spirits constantly everywhere.
I can think we do,
Our therapist has the power that she always sees spirits.
but she's not a werewolf, so...
No, she's a wolf poet. I think there's some power that lets you see in the spirit world. I think you have that somewhere, that you're like saying that, or that you can see. I think he can punch through the spirit world, something like that. That
I
came
have
up
a
last
power that lets me figure out the bane or ban of spirits. The second level up is letting me talk to sleeping spirits, but I don't have that.
time. So could you be punching things?
That's not a power of mine.
No. I know it came up last session that you can just go cartwheeling around where the spirit should be and will be punching you.
Wasn't that a right you had to do to let that happen? So I thought that was the whole thing, because that was a right.
I think it's all still on because you completed Sister Doll. And so it stays on until you have to use Sister Doll again, or you fail.
No, it's something that Kevin has. He was saying he didn't even have to actually go to the ghost world to be able to punch ghosts.
Oh yeah.
That's what he was saying. So I don't know what thing that is, but
Yeah.
Alright, let's
it has nothing to do with
repause.
seeing ghosts.
Let's repause. Okay, we're back again, and I don't remember what we were talking about before we paused, so we're just gonna truck on through.
This guy's gonna talk to his lunar.
The loon. Loon!
The lunar mate.
Alright, so the loon. It's a spirit, so it lives in the spirit world, right?
Yep.
So how are you gonna go talk to it?
Gonna pass into the Hissel
I'm gonna pass the Hissel.
through your place,
Okay.
which
Through
is
the
just
lo-
open to people. 'cause-
Reaching through the loci into the Hissel. If I remember the special name for spirits and loons, I would have used those special words as well to make a point.
Yeah. Oh well.
As many capitalized terms as possible.
So yeah, on the way to the park where the loon stays, he's going to maul a spirit half to death
Oh, fucking Lord!
and bring it to the pond where he's going to kill it to feed its essence to the loon.
Alright, you do a Masonic blood sacrifice to the pool.
And then finishes off with an offer of his own essence.
Cool. The pond's reflection lights up like an explosion, like almost like an atom bomb going off. Kind of like a angled TV screen. And yeah, you hear a lot of radio static, like just from everywhere.
It's been a while. I'm sorry.
Behind you is the loon. It looks like Leo, if Leo was like a water elf nymph thing from an AD&D book. Like, not any of the hot pictures, the creepy pictures, where they're weirdly, alienly disproportioned. Wearing like a negligee someone drowned in. The eyes are like a dead channel on a TV screen.
Is this usually what it looks like?
No, it looks like whatever it fucking pleases.
You cut its eye.
Is someone wrong?
What are you here for? Actually, no. I die. You die. Eventually. But what causes that death happened 8 a.m. June 30th, 1908.
What's that?
What caused you to die? You need to solve that.
1908.
And in return, I will hunt down your father. The contract is sealed.
As always.
And then it reverse drowns into the pool, sucking water up into it.
Okay, he
It
just...
did the whole conversation in reverse.
What do you mean?
It started with telling you what you're going to do for it, because you would... If the conversation went in normal time, you'd have told it what it wanted, then would have debated with you what it wanted, so it just started in reverse to save time.
That's fair. So yeah, Kaiser goes to ponder on that and solve it. I guess go to a library to look up that date.
If you look that up, the morning of June 30th, 1908 was the Tunguska event.
Tunguska, which is...
A piece of something crashed into Earth and flattened all the trees at their midsection at a 90-degree angle.
And nobody knows what caused it.
No, it was a big, weird fucking thing. Happened like 70 years ago.
Is that her usual sign of being like, I don't want to help you with this?
No, she gave you a quest. It's apparently relevant.
To what killed me and her, it.
Well, she meant Leo, but you'll probably infer any interpretation from that.
Will eventually kill us all.
Nicole, you can't see it, listeners, but her face is just a mask of confusion and emotion.
Inevitability. When the 2000s happen and the markets crash.
That'd be Fyodor's death.
Someone's going to kill you, and you're 72 years late tracking it down. It has a 72-year head start on you.
I mean, I know who it is then. It's Nikola Tesla.
He's an alchemist from Promethean.
Could I do a roll for that to try and suss it out? I have no idea what the fuck this riddle is.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'd say int and occult. Are you intelligent?
Actually, yeah,
Nice.
decently. Or more, he's just really good at occult stuff. And I'm going to use my Inspired that I've had for a while.
Boom! Inspired! You get a willpower back.
Wait, which one?
Probably the closest one.
Yeah, so a success.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it's not exceptional. So, success means the leading theory on the Tunguska event is a piece of space debris crashed into Earth and detonated for no good reason right above the crash site, wiping out the local foliage and shit. You, being an occult man of occult, have been told that demon monsters from beyond the moon hitch rides on comets and crash to Earth and rip up the place.
Okay, so I'm a Forsaken, so I would know that that means loons are what came from space to,
Not loons, not necessarily.
Really?
Just demon monsters from beyond space.
So
demon monsters from beyond space are going to kill me and Leo.
Yeah.
those would be the hitting arms?
No, that's not coming up.
So I
You did an
guess
exceptional success, Peter. Fuck off.
I guess I'll go and state that. Having killed another creature every time.
Wait, you're gonna go back to the loon?
I guess so, if that's the answer.
No, it knows what the answer is. It knows a demon monster from beyond space is coming.
Oh. Okay.
You can deal with it.
She's just letting you know that is gonna kill you.
Oh, okay.
And your job is to not get killed by it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's gonna come up soon.
Then the contract is done.
It's coming.
I'll just kill myself, and then that thing won't kill me.
Okay, that's fair.
Now, what you do with it is your own problem. All right. It produced 185 times more energy than the Hiroshima explosion.
Not if there was a radiation.
At least. All right, so you come back from the hizzle. And the loon is going to haunt your father.
Cool.
What specifically did you want to do? It already knows.
It already knows. I want her to find out his schedule, who he communes with for this whole drug bust thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And anyone who reports to him, like, of the group.
Sure. What are you two doing? Anything, or are you going to wait for him to solve this problem?
Well, I'm going to cast my spell to...
What is this, Mage?
Almost. Except I have to kill things for my spells.
What is this, Mage?
I mean, no.
I have to kill things for my spells.
I'm a furry mage.
Oh my god.
Okay. Also, command advice, intelligence, science, and honor.
Hey. It's funny that you killed your cat. Because oh wait, no, your cat wasn't your touchstone in Vampire.
No, she was just there.
Oh, but no, you had
She was my familiar.
Eartha Kitt
Yeah.
in the thing.
Who was possessing her.
Yeah, and I had Alice in my thing. We both killed those people in this new thing.
Yep. We hurt those closest to us.
Well, good thing I didn't blow up the lodge.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
Where did that werewolf get all that TNT?
I renounce Father Wolf.
Alright, so what does your spell do again?
I can command artifices and make it do what I want if I succeed. Yeah, I can give it a simple command. If I get exceptional success, I can give it a complex command, like condition triggers and so on.
Okay.
So probably if he's investigating our arcade and just pass by, look him in the eye where whatever his equipment is in that suit, I just command it to connect with a radio receiver we have already set up somewhere
So you're
else.
just going to spy on him staking you people out?
Oh. I mean, if he's spying on us in this suit, it's kind of not that hard to notice that he's spying.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're just going to listen to him staking you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, roll. Whoop. That's at least a success. At least.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you do it. You can hear this fucking nerd talk on the radio.
Yep.
So you guys have a radio in the arcade, and you are listening in on him. Yeah, he's in the Hootie the Drug Owl suit, and he's just hanging around the corner, telling kids to cross the street and stuff.
Summon rats to climb into the costume and eat him alive.
Oh my god.
No one would be able to tell. It's like, oh wow,
Blood vomiting out of the beak.
he's doing an owl dance.
He's doing an owl dance.
Hey kids, don't do drugs.
I'm
Oh,
dying.
The light
This is not a
inside.
dance.
Does the dance involve taking his head and twisting it around? His actual head?
This is not a dance. Alright, he's reporting on the comings and goings. A lot of it's negligible because there's not a lot to report on. Presumably you don't do a lot of deals outside of this place. Presumably?
Like, no, this is like our legit business that hides the lab, not the actual deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my shop still.
Yeah. So we'll just keep it on, and when he goes reporting people or something, then maybe we'll be able to catch some glimpses of what they're talking about.
Okay. And Kaiser comes back.
I got stuff in the works. Don't worry. We'll know soon.
Well, this hour was rather boring, but
What's he doing?
Talking with kids. Being a mascot.
That does sound boring. Oh yeah, the radio's just playing all his comings and goings.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, did he say anything special when Kaiser was walking by?
Oh yeah, they're like. They mention you. They're like Little Caesar, codename Little Caesar, has approached the residence, heading in.
Kaiser's going to turn into his dog form, like the small wolf form. That looks
The normal wolf.
The normal wolf. And, well, before he's going to get a skateboard and put it on the floor, and he's just going to skate across the front of the arcade on that.
Poochie.
As a dog?
As a dog.
Got another dog on a skateboard.
Just to fuck with his reports.
And he has a view like, oh, it's a
I
cute
thought you were
dog.
gonna piss on him.
Taking some
Maul him! Fucking just kill him, take him out back, ghosts, steal his soul.
Has some people with Polaroid taking photos of you skateboarding. Oh, Poochie.
He just looks like a really ugly dog. It's like, man, that wolf looks like it's like a part wolf, and also like it has the mange.
We feed him in the back. So he doesn't bite people. Okay, Leo, do you want to do something? Do you want to put an owl on someone?
If he's dealing with Dad, and you're dealing with Owl, those are our two leads.
Yep.
I could go to the police station and sniff around, but
Well, yeah. Thing is, do we know anyone at the police station other than Kaiser's dad that used to work there last month?
Do you deal to anyone who's there?
I don't deal directly with anyone. But
Anyone who comes into your store, though?
what do you mean?
Like, you have a store that you run that people go to, right?
Mhm.
Do you have anyone who's at the police station who like goes to your store like that, or
Possibly.
how small does the animal have to be that you can spy on them, or that
Pardon?
you can? How small does the animal have to be that you can control them? and see
There's
through their eyes?
no limit. It just says it has to be a predator.
A predator, predatory insects, hornet.
That's
Oh,
literally
I
the
don't-
first thing I bet people thought of.
I don't know if it can
Mosquito.
be a bug.
Hmm.
I don't know if bugs.
Mosquitoes are parasitical.
Yeah, I guess.
They also are.
Oh, sorry, no. The one where I can possess animals, it doesn't have to be a predator, but it does have to be a mammal, fish, bird, or reptile.
Yeah.
And that won't help me get a sniff for them, though. I don't think.
Just go up and grab their hair and just sniff it.
Grab a gecko, possess it, toss it on the back.
Wait, I can go into the Hissel, go to the police station, use my senses across the whatever
Can you?
to the
The gauntlet.
You can.
Oh.
Or the
It gives
the
you
zap.
it gives you some penalties if you do it, but you can cast your sense. I actually remember now that we can actually see into the spirit world if we want, because you can cast your senses into the other world, but then you can't perceive anything in the world that you're in right now. Or you can try splitting them, but it's hard and it sucks. So you could totally just sit there and look around in the ghost world if you want. You just can't see anything in the real world, and that means you can just get attacked and die without you knowing, and then you're fucked.
That's interesting.
Yes, I actually forgot I could do that until right now. Everyone can do that, not just me.
Huzzah.
So yeah, if I go to the Hissel,
Okay.
which I'm gonna do,
All right.
going to go into the Hissel, go to the police station, sniff around.
Okay.
That's really all I need. I need a scent. I want to like sniff around the lockers in the police
But
station. Actually,
you know that Kaiser's dad hasn't been there in a month.
no, I don't.
He changed jobs.
He used to be a PMC. Now he's working in a.
PMC and the police are the same thing. We went over this.
Yeah, I don't know why people are saying he hasn't been here in a month.
He hasn't been here in a month.
Why?
You were told that because he's not part of the local PMC. He's part of a drug task force who has their own little HQ.
Well, I never fucking mind then.
Yeah, it's no
I'm
problem.
not doing anything.
That's fine.
Yeah, we probably don't know where their HQ is because we haven't done that yet. But okay, I guess you could try spying on the owl that's following for now. Or either or. Well, I guess if we don't have anything else, we could also look into the Freemasons, check up on them with Tsuyoshi. Are they doing anything?
They're doing Freemason stuff. They're controlling money, and they're important, and they're rich. Do you want to talk to them? Like, they're here. Like, do you want to go talk to the Freemasons? You want to bring in one of their ring bearers?
Because what do we want from them? We want to make sure that they're not telling about us, I suppose.
We also want them to stop stealing our wolf-blooded's blood.
Stop stealing our
rituals.
blood.
To try and turn themselves into more wolf-blooded. That's
Gross. And also just medically a bad idea. Also, yeah, he sucks, but he is ours.
Yeah, so I guess we could tap with Tsuyoshi.
like the fact that they
What do you
even.
think?
The fact they know about us and are actually trying to create more wolf-blooded on their own without...
Do you want to... I bring my hands up and we scene swipe to you being at the Freemasons' place?
Yeah, sure, if we all want to go.
Alright. Freemasons' place. It's a nice cathedral-like building that's full of, again, velvet lounges, silk, animal skins everywhere, weird art, chalices, gold and silver, everything. All the silver has been put into a special case that has a lock on it recently. What else? There's just lots of rich, weird, culty stuff in here. A lot of the people wear suits and stuff. Some of the people that are here, they're spending the day here just to kind of commune with the organization and do official sanctioned trades. We're in like robes that have like very deep colors and richness to them. They're all wearing jewelry. A lot of them are in like smart like 80s power suits and stuff. And and you come in, like a lot of the younger lower members, they turn their head and they see the three of you in recognition almost, and they all like file out of the room and leave.
Picturing the music that plays in Angel whenever they're doing a crew walk.
Stop! Demons!
Da, 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 da.
I guess we also bring Tsuyoshi because he's also a Freemason and a werewolf.
Oh yeah, no, he'll come too. He thought this was maybe like the newbies wanting to do stuff, but if you want to bring him, he'll come along.
I guess
This does concern him, so...
Yeah.
It does, but you guys are new, so if you want to deal with this on your own, he would be totally okay with you doing it on your own. So he wouldn't be there like overshadowing you because you're still all getting your sea legs. He was respecting you and your independence.
But this is like a super important pack matter, not just a...
Yeah, let's have it.
That's why he was that's why he would be involved, so you three can like make the decision on your own.
Whichever.
It doesn't matter either way. He doesn't have much to say, but the point of him coming wasn't that he was lazy. He was like, no, you full trust in you guys. You guys can do it. Yeah, he's here if you want. It's all good.
Okay.
Let me change up the soundtrack. All right, we're back. Chad's dad, Charles, greets you. What?
Sorry, you said Chad, I thought Caesar, and I was like, Caesar's
Not
dad's name is
Caesar's-
Caesar, Devin.
Not Caesar's dad. Chad's dad, Charles.
Sure, he's also Freemason.
He is. Chad's dad is a Freemason.
I'm talking about.
Oh,
Kaiser
yeah,
Senior.
no, he's Russian. Russians aren't Freemasons. That's like a rule.
His dad is Canadian.
He's Spanish.
Spanish Canadian.
I love that.
That's a fuck.
Russians aren't Freemasons. His dad's Canadian. He's Spanish. Like, just...
He's both.
Well, yes, he's from Canada. But he's Spanish.
Canadian, Hispanic, and
Also, Russians are Freemason. He's a Freemason, and he's Russian.
Okay, that sounds like fake news. Who taught you that word?
Well, we're very inclusive.
Chad's dad and the senior partners, as they're called, file in. There's about 5 of them. They're wearing Masonic robes. They have suits underneath. They have jewelry. None of it's silver. And like they have some iconography of like wolf eyes and skulls and stuff just around. And they bring you into the boardroom.
This is gonna turn into a big shouting match about appropriating culture. Because that's literally what they're doing here.
They do it every time.
No, it's literally what they're fucking doing here. Especially with Werewolf. It's bigger with Werewolf because they're actually a spiritual, cultural thing.
I mean,
they're literally appropriating your culture.
And using it in some kind of, like, orgies and shit like that.
They're trying to get out.
I mean,
they're trying to get out the situation by absorbing your culture so they become all powerful.
a lot of them
That's what it is.
are somewhat supernatural.
They are magic.
Pretty much
Fuck
all of
them.
them.
That doesn't matter.
We're magic.
What does it matter if they're magical?
Because they're just doing some magic rituals.
You can bend
involve
spoons,
our
you
blood.
fucks.
One of them is pyrokinetic.
I'm gonna tear his head off and set his body on fire, and then we'll see.
Okay.
See, that's why we have precogs to screen for such a situation beforehand.
So they all greet you when you come in, like they all like offer to shake your hand, and like they're very deferential. They're all very honored to have
They're
you.
very sorry.
No, they're not.
They're going to be. Kaiser doesn't shake any of these hands. He just stares at them, wearing his hoodie, the bone totems.
Ah, yes, the Urathra have arrived. Hello.
Taught that word.
It gets around.
Our conscript, Charles Jr., brought in to us many of the information, along with Tsuyoshi and brother Fyodor.
His name's Charles?
Yes, Charles Jr. The second. Charles the second. Junior's just an affectation we use. Charles is not important.
He is important. That's actually part of why we're here.
Of course, we would never want to gainsay the children.
You have been gainsaying.
Please sit down. Or stand. It's
Did you
your
just
choice.
tell me to sit?
Oh, that's a racial slur.
God damn it. The chairs in here are those work balls, where you sit and they engage your core.
Oh.
Yes,
It's a big, woodworked boardroom and stuff, but they're there.
That's why it's weird. They're like,
We've been instituting exercise regimens, better lifestyles. A lot of our members end up staying behind a desk, and we found that engaging one's physical health could help purify spiritual health.
Kaiser doesn't sit.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
So has what's Fyodor's last name?
Patrov.
Has Brother Petrov decided it's time for a official merging of our two organizations. We're very excited to be offering our services and our various connections to the whole fold, though we do prefer to work through Brother Petrov.
You're not Uratha, you're not wolf-blooded, and you're not part of the pack. And you never will be.
It would be very dangerous to have you around because due to our nature.
We're vaguely aware of the psychokinetic spiritual aura that seems to generate from certain members of your clan?
Family, I suppose.
Is that why you've been preying on Charles?
Well, we had to run tests. Many of our members picked up their abilities and psycho-supernatural stimuli from various government projects and third-rate CIA holdouts over the last few years. We wanted to see if there was any sort of synergy with what was happening.
Have you found anything useful there?
We're still having some of our people run tests. I'm sorry, it's been very uncertain. We're doing our best here, but we don't want to bullshit you, Fyodor.
And how much blood have you been taking?
Oh, no more than a couple gills.
It was clear from what we saw of Chad that he was very low in blood.
Sleepy and tired.
Because he was saying there was a lot of blood involved.
Gills are a lot of blood. He's bluffing you.
Oh.
Gills are a lot of blood. he's
I've
talking
never fucking
around
heard of
you.
gills.
That's why he's using it. I'm stealing this from Archer, where Archer's like, how much blood are you taking? It's like, oh, about a gill or two. It's like, wait, how many liters are a gill? It's like, oh, about 3 ounces. It's like, no, wait, Barry, I feel like we're getting away from the ounces.
Yeah. So you two have been around Kaiser for like a month, so you can probably tell that he's already getting very close to having a freak out over the fact that he just tried to do that. Just 8 gills.
Not 8 gills. Oh my god, Chad would have negative blood, but a few gills.
A few gills.
A gill is 100 milliliters, so I think you can give up with a half a liter, sort of okay. So
The point is, that's not the facts and the math aren't important, as they rarely are with these scenes.
Any amount is an issue. He belongs to us, not you. The fact he joined your little club and still has ties to it due to a blood tie to you is...
Charles is a legacy member. The word is legacy. He's a legacy member. And this was all sanctioned by the E03 that had come from our organization.
yeah, I mean he did join normally.
And that makes it okay that they're taking his blood for tests?
I mean, if he consented to it.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I think the issue.
What's consent in the 80s?
Well,
Sean Young doesn't know. She was the woman from Blade Runner and all those weird Harrison Ford scenes.
didn't we have the issue that, from what we heard, there was some taking of the blood and marking yourself with it?
Oh, they had a blood orgy. They had a Freemason blood orgy.
Yeah, so I think the issue was like with that, because we're not sure how that might be,
We're hoping to
interacting with
spark some sort of continuation of Chad's condition to help move us up the spiritually pure ranks.
I'm throwing a chair at him.
Like
The full chair, I'm hucking it at him.
it's amazing.
And also shifting into the
Dire human?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm also shifting.
If you want, because Kai's just making his way around the table towards this guy.
All right, well, you threw a giant ball at him, so he fell on his back.
I'll get in between you guys.
The other senior members engage their core a little bit better and don't make a move.
Regarding that one, don't matter. There's a lot of them here, and they're all wearing the same suit. Look all the same to me. You control your people.
Well,
They are not Uratha, they're not part of the pack, and they have no fucking right to any of us.
no, they don't.
What is there in this room? Is there anything expensive or
All over the place. This fucking table, the fucking things on the wall.
is there a Freemason big thing?
Yeah, it's like a crest that now has like vague Arathan like moon speech symbols on it.
I'm gonna pick that and hurl it somewhere.
Through a wall.
Through a wall. And I'm gonna leave through the hole in that wall.
Okay.
Do you guys leave?
I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be the last to leave.
I think I'll sit down back with them and
Chad's dad gets up after the angry one leaves. We'll take pains to ensure that everyone...
Is Chad here?
no.
He's sleeping.
You're the senior member.
He's been moved over to the Werewolf project. I think it would be best if Brother Saito and yourself, he's Saint Fyodor, would take point on the interchanges between the two organizations.
I think that would be the best.
That way we can avoid any confusion on mission statements or project deadlines.
Where does Chad live?
Nearby with his dad.
I'm gonna go get him.
Okay.
So now I'm leaving.
Alright.
Okay. Like, no blood orgies, at least.
He didn't even mention the blood orgies.
Well, I think I mentioned that during the conversation.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we heard that there were some smearing of the blood and so on and so on.
We understand. You did tell us that one was very fundamentalist, so that we should have anticipated that.
Yeah. So
They thought they were talking. Yeah, they thought.
So
We should have anticipated that the fundamentalist member would react negatively to our more arcane or super... I want to say non-standard way of resolving issues.
yeah, that's to be expected. And if you do things around Chad, he will blab. So let's not do anything suspicious around him.
Is it possible then for us to move up to stage 2 that we discussed with yourself and brother Saito? You're looking at Saito. Saito doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
I think that will be the
We've
best.
handpicked a few members that we think would benefit most from these.
You gonna fuck werewolf babies into them?
No.
Could you let... He's talking. You're not even here. You said you left.
Yep.
We have a few members that we think would react well to the psychogenic aura your kind seems to project and think they would benefit the most. As seen from the case file you gave us on that M fellow.
I think that would be the best. Okay, well, yeah.
Then we can integrate better.
Definitely.
I think if there were more members from the Brotherhood in the family, there would be these bumps will smooth over much better.
Definitely. Okay, so I think that's all.
Of course, no. Thank you for coming, brother. I'm glad we were able to resolve this issue without any hurt feelings.
Yes.
A productive exchange. We moved forward on these. I think we're gonna cycle back to a few of these issues and work towards those synergistic goals.
Another thing.
Jesus Lord, it's really good that I left before we started all this shit.
I mean, if you'd be around, we wouldn't be talking about this. So, another thing. We heard that there's some drug task force looking into our group, and we're not sure where they might be coming from.
There shouldn't be a drug task force in the city. The cocaine is bought and paid for by the government council.
I mean, we've got Kaiser Senior on the case, Kaiser Vargas Senior.
Yes, that asset. We had tagged them for observation just to make sure there wasn't any mix-ups, but they've started work later, recently. Like they have a different work shift now.
Well, exactly. He joined the anti-drug task force along with that Hootie the Owl costume guy that seems to be hanging around. Yeah.
Huh.
There might be some more people, but...
We don't have any people in the anti-drug task force that you're talking about. We have a few people in the police precinct, and they were talking about setting up a sort of extracurricular organization, but we didn't really look into it.
Yeah, so...
There have been a few missing persons cases we've been looking into, though.
Interesting.
We had a few of our espers do psychogenic spotting, trying to locate the missing people, cut it off at a head, keep the city disturbances down. Those people are alive, or they're around and moving, but there's something off about them.
Well, you can always forward those to us. We can see what we can find.
We wouldn't want to impugn. You obviously have a much larger thing at play, and you're one of our most respected members. You have so much seniority and so much pull. We wouldn't want to burden you with a small amount of, just issues that can be handled internally. If you'd like, the case files are available, of course.
Okay.
We'll cycle back to that.
Sure. So definitely, if you can ask around to figure out who's Kaiser Senior is working with right now, that'll be very useful to us.
We'll put one of our Stargate people on it.
Other than that, I'm not sure any of our members would be leaking the information to them about what's going on. But it's always good to check, especially around Chad. I would say he might be the one.
My son is known for many things, but he probably wouldn't know enough to be able to leak that. I don't think he's aware of your enterprise side. Despite clearly being around it every day.
I guess he might...
He thinks you run a bar that has a Pac-Man machine. So I'm not sure he knows he goes to an arcade every day.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about Charles Jr. being the leak.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
He's a very good skill set for keeping secrets.
Good.
Well, thank you for coming, Brother Saito, Brother Fyodor. It's just really glad we could network on this opportunity.
Good. I think that's it.
Right, they offer you food, drink. They were actually having like animal prepped for you guys to sit down, and that got canceled. They'll have it boxed up and sent to your place. It's fine.
Okay, Leo, you want to grab Chad?
You just pick up Chad.
Do you bring it here or
Literally over
something?
my shoulder.
And boop, arcade. Scene swipe, you're all back at the arcade. Scene swept.
Did you go to the arcade?
Probably after some time,
Some time did pass for all three of you.
smelling bloodier. Like, Kaiser would just go to the Histle and murder the shit out of spirits.
Oh my god. So here you are, together.
Like family. So you want to do anything with Chad?
Chad's having a burger. We should go surfing. My dad has a boat, topside. The waves on the open ocean, really high.
Charles, give me your hand.
Okay.
Does he have the ring on that hand?
The Freemason
Yeah.
ring? Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off.
Okay.
Fucking crumple it up. And fucking throw it away.
That happens to me all the time. He goes into his pocket and takes out his spare.
I'm going to go into all his pockets and take away all his rings. That was a symbolic act, Charles.
I don't know how to play the symbols, bro. I went for liberal arts in university. My dad owns a boat place.
Don't worry, Leo. I got a tattoo as well.
Kaiser's just got a bong and he's just watching this.
Listeners, you can't see Nicole's face. She's just pinching the bridge of her little nose.
I don't even want him. This is literally your fault.
I play bass.
He's actually a danger to us. Kaiser just says while he's in the room.
What? No, I'm your go-to guy.
I'm not talking about you, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So I almost think we should get rid of him.
I mean, it makes sense.
You're gonna murder Chad. I'm gonna meat grinder.
Whatever path this is leading to, we can't become too interconnected with them, and he is the weakest link.
So she's kind of just looking at you guys. It's not cool.
No, you know what else isn't? You letting them get so deep into our business.
Well, they have been a resource we've been taking advantage of for decades.
See, you say it that way. They act like they're actually our bosses, and we're just like, these people that, they like bow to in person, but then, they do what they do what they
Perhaps
want.
it is a cultural disconnect. You are not used to genuine servile members of the organization.
They're not our bosses. Like, me and Tsuyoshi founded this.
We own them.
Yeah.
I could
If we own them,
I could bring one of them in front of you tomorrow and have them debase themselves. And they do it without question.
except we're like, stop fucking taking people's blood, and they're like, no.
I don't believe that was on the table.
They're experimenting on us, you whore.
Yes, that was part of the project.
Explain this project.
We make the next generation tied to the family to have a stronger grip on their expansion. The Freemasons that Mr. Petrov and I have control over account for 15% of this city's liquid assets. This was not by chance that a Freemasons lodge, bricklayers, have this influence in a city of steel and glass and light.
Eventually, we have a substantial amount of psychics and supernaturals. in
If
the
this is
city.
true, then why the shit didn't you people fucking say this before we went to them and made a scene?
Because we entrusted this to the three of you, and your will is as equal as mine. If you want to
I'm looking at both you and this guy right now then. One of our members came in and is like, my dad's stealing my blood, I'm all drunk and stupid. And we're like, that's unacceptable, what the fuck, we're gonna go tell them to stop. And you guys should have told us, before even he came in and was talking about people stealing his blood, that this is the plan all along. You made us look like fucking idiots.
No, we made you look frightening and put them off their game. I've been dealing with them for 2 decades, and one can get into a rut. Shaking things up helps keep them servile and us on top. I have never thrown anything at Charles's father. That was incredibly effective. I applaud you.
It doesn't matter. We're not tools to you. Don't ever keep this from me again.
I told you that we have resources, but I have a lifetime of work in this city, as does Mr. Petrov, as does Bernard. Oh, Bernard, he's a little more transient. You can't expect to learn everything in a month, and you don't need to bite my head off over it. You handled it well. No one was treating you like that you were their whore. He says, being a man whore.
Yes.
So you came out of that a win. And they'll think twice before acting without our consent. I didn't quite sign off on that little blood orgy, though I would have had they asked.
Yeah.
That worked out better than expected.
It did not work out better than expected. Now it's just annoying that you're also playing us.
I mean, we're not talking about...
They're your resources too. Do what you will with them.
I mean, we're not talking about some 2-cent blood cult that just happen to stumble upon supernatural things. Those people that are doing that are supernatural themselves.
Not
They know-
all of them, but the top tier are. Bernard and myself went through many of his Vietnam Veterans Association connections and collected several of them and their preceding parents from various government projects. They're an eclectic tool. And again, I've been doing this much longer than you have. So it's expected that you won't know everything right off the bat. You're getting your sea legs.
This isn't not knowing everything off the bat. There's an entire giant secret organization that is apparently our bitch that you didn't tell us about and made us
Points to
look
his
like
ring, points to his ring.
we know they existed.
They're in the phone book.
Alright, whatever the fuck he just said, I don't care. I'm shifting into Garu and I'm jumping across the table at him.
Literally fucking Garu
Yeah.
form?
Fuck this. I can't fight without it. I have strength 1, 0 brawl.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The murder form, father form.
this is happening.
Alright, so you become an American werewolf in Atlantis 1 and fly across and making the Palpatine sound.
Yes.
Alright, that's the perfect spot to stop for the night. And then we'll look up combat-y stuff and continue next session. So, I was Devin the GM.
Peter?
Kevin?
Nicole?
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.